Welcome back to our channel. This is Rose from my home and garden. And today's video, I'm going to interview by Mrs. Universe Australia official, Miss Maryrose Salubre herself here in our whimsical garden. This video is how to encourage you people there to turn your passion and hobby into a business. And this video is to empower you all, guys.
So, sis, tell me about your name and what you do.
I'm Rosalina Sabona, Mrs. Classic Universal 2019 in Sofia, Bulgaria, the legit.
Wow!
Of course, my queen and sayo, Miss Maryrose Salubre.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I was so excited to actually not just to feature you here on our Facebook, but actually I'm going to feature you on TriPH Media, which is in the Philippines. Actually, one of our anchor co-tandem, David Oro, and also tandem Rome Rogue. David Oro was originally from the ABS-CBN.
Wow.
He was a newscaster anchor, which is a privilege to be part as the international ambassador of TriPH Media. So I said to them, because I'm covering not just the tourism, but also to those Filipinos who did amazing in different countries, which is in Australia, entrepreneur, and that's why I'm here, because I'm so keen. I've seen you on Facebook. You have a lot of activities. I'm so proud of you to begin with, and we have few questions. So tell me about your plans. Like, look at this. What do you call this?
We call it sedum. It's burrito from South Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, like that.
Right.
And the other one is donkey. But all of them are burritos. But
Right.
they name it mostly in the Philippines, burrito. And this is the donkey tail. They're different. Is this one a little bit spiky in the ends, and this one is round.
Right.
And underneath, under blossom is like that.
They look like a little grape.
Yes, yes, it is. But it's rosette as well.
Right.
And
That's
it's
amazing.
so easy to look after.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of different kind of plants. You are not really keen into. I've seen people who has orchids, they have roses and those kind of things, but you have a lot of succulents. Why is that you choose to have a succulent rather than having the flowers that it actually has a different colors?
Don't get me wrong, I got still roses over there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but I love succulents because one thing about them, because they are low maintenance and it's so easy to look after. The more I neglect it, the more they thrive. And they don't need too much attention. You just have to touch them with the care.
Right.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
So I'm like behind you, and it's like a nice chair. Is there a purpose why you have something there? You have friends sometimes that visit you, that you guys have a photos here, you have a coffee, you have a drink, or is this just one of your passion that you just want to relax after work?
All what you said is combined to it.
I like
Of
the
course,
answer.
we are a queen. We need our throne. And I got my throne in my garden.
Aw, that's beautiful.
I can take you photo there and video later on.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I like it because this is my passion. And I'm very passionate about what things I'm doing. And this is part of me. All here in my garden is part of me.
Right, this is really coming from your heart.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So, would you like to tell us when did you start having this vision to grow your garden like this?
Actually, this type of succulents is very memorable to me.
Right.
This is 5 years old succulents, and I start from here. This is the mother. As you can see,
Right.
it's very, very old and very hard. I just changed the color of this one because here in Australia it's been 3 weeks raining. Did you remember that, Queen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it is the changes. But before it's like compact, and the soil is really compact. But now it's wet now, so it's changed. But I start from him. You don't believe it, I start with only one. And this is give it from my friend. My friends gave it to me from work.
Yes.
And then I plant it, and then
So that's the Mother Earth when you think about it.
Yeah, that's the
That is
mother.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the mother. And the other
Catalyst.
one is the aeonium, and this one is the mother.
That's what motivate you to have your garden.
Yes, this one, the aeonium.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very,
only
very
one.
similar.
Yeah, but they're not different. I can distinguish them all. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And this is the latest one. This is a purple delight.
Wow.
Oh, in the Philippines, they really love it. They say it's hard to get that colors, but it's the what you call that, the secret of having succulents, beautiful succulents. It's depend on our soil. So I use the cacti soil mixture, and I make in my own succulent soil mixture. That's my secret. Not
That's your
secret anymore.
No, it's not secret anymore. It's been revealed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And I make sure that I'm gonna put the proper soil, and I keep doing the lips propagation. It's from lip propagation. This is the baby, and then I'll show you now how it's turned like this for only 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's from lips propagation. I don't know if you've been there in my.
Yeah,
If there's a.
I did investigate it.
Yeah,
I said there's a reason for those leaves out there.
And this one too as well. I want to show you how I do my propagation. This one is Maryrose tail.
Okay.
I just chop it all before like this.
Yes.
I cut like this. I can do that just to show like this. It's very easy, right? And then when you when you did that, I just like that. I leave it like this.
And they
And
just
it's grow like that. And then after that, I transfer it in there, and then like that.
And that's how they become like this.
Yes.
Right.
It's 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I have seen you actually when you post something and you promote and people get interested to buy.
Yes.
Tell us about how does it make to encourage you to plant more. And I think you mentioned earlier that from your little things that you can sell, you actually earn a bit of money.
Oh, yes.
And bought a fridge.
I'm not gonna say a little bit money. It's a lot of money.
Oh, that's even better. Yes, so tell us about that. That's a very, very important.
Yes. I can say now my passion turned into a business now because I can sell now my plants. And it's a good cause. Yeah.
Right.
I bought my fridge. Did you see that? Yeah. And it came from my handmade DIY hand planters over there, and some of my plants. And if you reckon this one, sorry, you're not able to see that. On top of this is the mother of Maryrose tail with the lady. Did you see that on my Facebook?
I think I saw it. How much did he pay? Like this, sister. It just for the viewers to have an idea. That
This one, I canceled this one because this is a presence from my sponsor. Because I got a YouTube channel, and this is she gave it to me. But the first one I sold it for $150 Australian dollars. And the other one, I sold straight away when the client came here. They bought together. They want to buy this, but I said no, it's not for sale. Those little girls, leave it there.
Those are the princesses because the queen sits there. That's fantastic.
And if you reckon this one too, I got from here.
Oh wow!
It's a matter of
Creating something.
Yeah.
You're very creative.
Yeah. I just put it in this here. Yeah, that way. Yes. I'm supposed to be these flowers is on a flower vase, but I prefer it to be in a basket. And like this. And this one, the shoes. Because I love shoes, so I made succulent arrangement for these shoes.
And I've seen the hat was there, actually the white hats that I'm wearing at the moment. But I can see there's a lot of hats going on in this.
Yeah.
There's a hat lady.
Yes, I love
So
hats.
does it mean that this is a hat player?
Yeah. Because I love hats.
Yeah. I can tell we're both wearing a hat. It's beautiful.
And I love hats.
It's identified as
That's
a hat
why.
area.
That's why I'm say that everything in my garden, it's all about me. And I want to introduce to you all guys that only my passion before is now my business.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That is
Yeah.
very empowering. And you
Yes.
know, sister, you're also a front liner.
Yes.
You work in a hospital.
Yes.
So tell us, how do you manage your time being a wife? Luckily, you don't have kids anymore.
But I got
Infants,
5
you
grandchildren.
got grandchildren.
Yes.
Right. So how do you manage your time being a frontliner to a queen of the garden?
My shift in Sutherland Hospital, I'm a frontliner, and I start 6 o'clock in the morning, so I got up 4 o'clock in the morning every day, Monday to Friday. It's my day off today, that's why I enjoy my garden. But 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'm here. Before I go to my house and do some household chore, I make sure I sit in there
Yes.
and then have relax, enjoy my garden, and then after that I cook dinner, and then after that I'm rushing to cook dinner. And then I spend a lot of time in here. 5 o'clock up to 10 o'clock in the evening. You won't believe it. How I spend my time in my garden. But I love it.
Yeah. Is your husband complaining about it?
No!
Is
I
there any
love
chance
it!
He's gonna switch off the light without you knowing that you're still here?
No, in
Lost
one
in
way like
Wonderland.
that. If you gotta work, yes,
Yeah.
he have to turn off the lights
Lights.
because it's 10 o'clock already.
Wow.
And most of
Just
the
in
time,
case you've forgotten the time.
yes. But apart from it, he's very supportive husband. He made all the DIY that we make money to as well.
Right.
Yeah, and later on I show you the tire that I made in that. I sold already 6 pieces of that from the first I made it. I
Right.
sold it how much? $300.
When you say tire, what does that mean?
It's a tire from
The
car.
car? And then you
Yeah.
cut it into half and plant.
No, the whole tire itself I just repaint it,
Alright.
put plastic on it. It's on my YouTube channel.
Alright. So do you have an example here? Or?
Yeah, in there, over there, in the tropical.
Okay, so we're gonna go
There
and
later
show
on,
us
yeah,
later
yeah.
on. So,
And this one is a wheelbarrow as well.
right.
Yeah.
So there's no wasting here in
No.
this area. Everything is recyclable.
Yes,
Right?
everything.
Yeah.
Everything in here is recyclable.
Yeah.
No.
What about during the 3 weeks in a row rain? Does it affect your garden? Or?
No at all. That's why I'm saying that succulent soil mixture is very important if you look after the succulents. Because no matter how it's been raining 3 weeks continuous, isn't it? Day and night. But look at all my plants; they are all healthy. That I reckon that they change color. All of them are green because of the water.
Right.
But it's now approaching autumn and winter. They gotta change. Look at that.
Right. That's right.
Because that's the amazing about succulents.
they can change
color.
depends on the
Yes, sunlight and weather.
Right.
They love winter
So how often do you water your garden?
when they dry.
So you want to give them a little bit of intensity.
Yes,
that
I
they
want
are
to-
they're
yes.
thirsty, and that when you do water them, it's like they're having a fiesta.
Yes. I love them to be stressed.
You're like a mother to your kids that said, "Hey, don't get it easily. I'll
No.
give it to you when I'm ready."
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have to check them if they need water. Then,
Right.
yeah.
All
Then I
right.
water
So it's a
them.
very low maintenance when you think about it.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And sister, tell us, what is your plan in the future? Like we're talking about at least 1 to 2 years from now. Do you have something that you can visualize of how big you want to grow your passion?
My vision is 1 or 2 years from now. I got a big backyard with all this succulents arrangement is on the ground. And I want to make like, this is whimsical. I call my garden whimsical fairy garden. But they are all in the pot.
Yes.
But eventually this year we gonna move. That's why I start first to do like some selling because I gotta move. But now I take it to the heart that I want to be in the business.
Right.
I want to into
There's
it.
nothing wrong with that. That is
Yeah.
very empowering.
Yeah.
Encouraging others
Yeah.
that, you know,
That's
don't waste
why,
your time.
yeah, in 1 year, 2 years from now, I'm looking forward and I aim to get my own, like the ground, but it's a rose ground, like having my garden, selling plants, do a little bit coffee shop because my children are all pastry chef.
Right.
So it's combined, like garden and coffee shop as well. And I'm looking forward to that dream. I
And that
hope
would
it's
be like a
come true.
home with your own garden and a coffee shop.
Yes, yes,
Isn't it
yes.
like you don't need to wake up in the morning and drive and get ready? So this is like your passion, your business,
Yes.
and your happiness in your home.
Yes.
And everything is just like there. And I think it also helps to
Yes.
others to encourage them to do the same thing.
Yes, I want to be a lifetime queen
Yes.
of my
That's-
own garden.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Being a queen is not just being a beauty queen, but you have your own. You are a queen with your own rights, whether from gardening to
Yes.
something else,
Yes.
making a dress,
Exactly.
and our own way of. I'm so proud of you of the way you
Thank
actually
you.
achieved from the very beginning. That first time I met you, and the whole life just turns to a nice wonderland garden, and
Thank
I really
you.
hope that you can actually encourage others to make the other queens or non-queens as well to
Yes.
change their mindset to use it in the right way and
Yes.
a beneficial way,
Yes.
and encourage others as well,
Yes.
rather than, you know, there's a lot of
Yeah.
people out there who actually miss their time. They do
No.
something that is unnecessary, cause damages to others. Instead of doing
Yes.
that, why can't they turn their time just like you? Because if you've done it,
Yeah.
I'm sure they can do it too.
Yes, yes. Always turn bad things to good
Yeah.
things. Always find the good things, even bad. Look at
Correct.
this. This is the product of pandemic.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Aw.
And this is a product of my passion. It's
That's
not my
right.
business.
Right, right.
Yes.
How do you have your time to go out still? As I mean, of course, you're a frontliner. You have a husband. You have your garden. Do you find time and allocate time to go out there? Do you have coffees with friends or any activities?
Yes, of course I do.
That's good.
Of
Yes,
course
yes.
I do. Because if there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, I love that saying.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Sister, take us to your other plants where I'm so excited about the wheels.
Okay, tell me, what is that? I think we have a friend who owns automotive. Maybe we can go there and get all the wheels, make some money out of it.
I know that one.
You know that one? I think he's hearing this. Then let's...
And welcome to my mini tropical
Oh,
garden.
wow. Oh, so this is the tropical...
This is the car I'm saying.
All right.
And because I'm fan of fairies and
Oh, this is
garden, look at
great.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So maybe you give a shout out to our friend who owns a lot of tires.
Shout out to Andre Motors. Give me the time.
We'll make money out of it. But this is nice. I like the way you've done
And
it.
this is one thing about succulents. They love sun because
Right.
they don't get much sun in here. That's why
Yeah.
they like that.
Right.
They not thrive as much as
Right.
they do over there. But look at my tropical plants.
Oh, this is amazing. Sister, you know what? When you have your big house and your big garden where you're going to move in, maybe all you need is just like a little fountain.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. You can put chairs there. People can have a coffee. Oh my God, your dream has come true.
Yes.
Right? Oh,
And
wow.
Yes, I got already all that plant in my mind.
Already.
I got already all design on my mind.
And you have to invite the queens as well.
Of course, we
Yes.
can have our tea, like high tea for the queens.
Yes, we do a bit of fundraising charity.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that's
yes,
awesome.
yes.
Oh,
I'm
you know what? Can I make a suggestion?
yes.
Maybe you make a little stage
Yes.
so we can have a fashion show there.
Just see, I made the trunk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Make something like that. Yes. That is it. Because we're going to have a high tea with the queens and we can have a little fashion show and maybe a red carpet.
Of
Oh,
course, we gonna
hey,
yes.
I can see your garden is going to be so famous. Yes, everything can be done, sister, with your passion.
Yes.
Wow.
Hard work will pay off.
Oh, thank you
Yes.
so much. All right, what do you advise to those people that wants to do the same thing, but they find it very difficult because of time, lacking of time, and we know that time is our enemy because once it passes, it's all gone. But what do you advise? Would you like to give to others where they want to be like you and they find it very difficult?
Simple lang. Simple. Only word simple.
if there's a will, there's a way. And
Right.
always find the good, even at bad situation.
Right.
And that's all about. We can do it.
Yeah.
I did and we can.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sister, for your time, and thank you for the invite. We had a lovely lunch. Crispy pata, palabok. We had a wine, nice chat. Love it. I think we did so many things, empowering others and showing your amazing plans as well. And as I said today to the followers, if you want to buy, if you like anything from here, normally when I sort of promote, they'll get a 20% discount. Would that be okay?
Can I say something?
Yes, of course.
Yes, I want to take the chance to say thank you very much to you, my queen and sayer and my
Aw.
mentor, Maryrose Salubre.
Aw, thank you,
For the
sis.
time that you give it to me, I know you got a very hectic schedule together with your mom and dad, but you're still here despite it's too hot.
No, we love hot.
Thank you so much, and always pleasure to be with you and chat with you.
Oh, thank you, sister.
And before I end up this interview, allow me to greet my friends MB Home and Succulents Garden from South Australia. Visit her channel and look around about her beautiful and so relaxing countryside home and garden. And about really big fan of cactus, visit my friend Cactus Haven Robert Garcia and see how beautiful all his collection of cactus and good plants. And regarding crop and succulents, I got my friend from California, Crop and Succulents by Jonah. You got find a lot of idea about crop and succulents and beautiful pots. And that's all for today's guys. Thank you very much and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye!